was nuts.
This chapter was nuts.
And like every chapter, if these last 3 chapters, every time like, all right, that's gonna be peak One Piece for a while.
It keeps getting better.
Keeps fucking hitting every fucking time.
Mr. freaking Oda be like, oh, I'm gonna review everything now, and still keeps a secret from us. What Luffy said, that's fucking bullshit.
No. I mean, this is a pretty. One Piece is a series about dreams, okay, and although we know some of Luffy's goals it's about the willpower to conquer your dreams.
Yeah.
All right, that's a better way to put it. And for Luffy's dream to be one of the greatest mysteries still in this series, I mean, that's just good. That's just really good.
But we all thought that his dream was to be the Pirate King.
We know that's his goal. And it's similar. Like, dreams and goals.
As his first achievable goal, I think I like that. I do like that. I do appreciate that. But now I'm like, oh, come on. Like, isn't something else?
Because, Luffy never said, it's my dream to become the Pirate King. He always says, like, I'm going to become the Pirate King. Because that's a prerequisite for his dream. I was talking to Jerry earlier today.
Oh, what did he say?
Because he's like, Sam, you know, like, I love Oda, but I think it's kind of bullshit how he's changing. He's retconning. I
feel like that. I'm agreeing with you, Jerry. I'm agreeing with you. Like, I feel kind of like. I do feel like it's like, come on, where does this come from? Out of nowhere.
You activated my trap.
There is no.
There is definitely some no here, because there are connections from all the way to chapter 506, I believe.
What is there? What is
that,
there?
like,
what's the mind blowing no's? What is it?
So.
Okay.
If you were a true fan, a true fan would know this.
Oh, okay. What is it?
So, back in chapter like 506 or so. That's when they land in Sabaody. Rayleigh saves them, right?
Pick up your glasses, by the way. Chapter 506. Yes.
Like in 506.
A little revolutionary right here.
No, we had a. So Rayleigh saves them, and then they're talking at Shaki's bar, right?
Okay, that's 506. Okay.
And Rayleigh tells them, "Oh yeah, so like, I knew Shanks. Shanks was a little swabby on my boat, and it's funny. He told me all about you, and he was very excited. And then it flashes back, and then it's Shanks telling Rayleigh like, "Oh man, I met this kid in East Blue, and he said the same thing our captain said, the very same thing." And this chapter.
So is that what you're saying? Okay, I see.
This chapter, we have Luffy saying the only people he told was Ace, Sabo, and Shanks. And Shanks had tears coming down, with the implication being that it could have been...
He was laughing. He was
laughing so hard he was crying, or he was crying because it reminded him of his captain.
Okay.
So, this is not out of nowhere. And then also, of course...
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so out of nowhere. Like, it is, like, a bit like, oh, by the way, being Pirate King, that's just a prerequisite. That shit is, like, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's easy work.
I'm saying...
That's easy work, in fact.
It's only out of nowhere if you haven't been paying attention.
Shut the... No, you're not going to tell me, like I anticipated this, of course.
Okay.
Like, no.
So, let's fast forward a little bit more, okay?
Wait, fast forward from 506?
From 506.
Okay, fine.
Okay? I mean, we already got like one of the panels in this chapter referencing what I'm about to talk about right now, but Luffy's flashback sequence after the Marineford arc.
Okay.
This reference right now where he says like, I only told Ace and Sabo and Shanks.
Well,
we saw the scene. Yeah. We saw the scene where Luffy's saying, where everyone's shouting out their dreams. And then when it's Luffy's turn to shout out his dream, it cuts away.
I thought initially that was just because like we know like, he was gonna be Pirate King.
I mean, Oda's never shied away from having Luffy declare, "I'm gonna be the king of the pirates." Mm-hmm. So why did he choose that one instance to?
As I said, initially I thought because he was like, "Oh, we already heard this. We already heard this."
I think that was Oda intentionally being a little sussy baka.
A little sly, yeah, definitely.
You know, he's saying, like, "Oh, whatever." The audience gonna assume that's what he's saying, but if you're an observant viewer, you'll know that there was more.
This was not. There's no way. This is not anticipated by anyone. But anyway,
and so
what?
That's all I'm saying is that Oda has left very few breadcrumbs. I'll say that, but is definitely something he's had in mind for a long time. Luffy's dream like I said, is fundamental to the series. Dreams are fundamental to
Yeah,
the
there
series.
is. Absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah.
Chapter 10, 50, or 10...
No,
10,
1060.
1060.
Chapter 1060.
Chapter 1060. We had a bop. We had a bop of a cover. Initially, I was really happy because the 10 Straw Hats, all 10 of them, and I thought it was Beppo's corpse at the bottom. I really thought it was Beppo's corpse. I was like, yo, that's Beppo. I was like, nice. I was like, good.
You know, seeing the 10 Straw Hats all just hanging out on the boat.
Oh,
finally,
pretty nice. Pretty chill.
You know, it's about time we had them all hanging out together, just chilling. You know, having the same banter that we always see, like Zoro and Sanji. You know, always.
Oh, Zoro and Sanji, yeah, always.
Always funny.
Like, that's it. That's how you are. Instantly.
I gotta say.
Yeah, what?
I was a big fan of Zoro in this chapter.
And Zoro again, like taking the reins a little bit, being like, "Hey guys, come on, like, let's get to the point. Get to the point."
Second mate, being that voice of reason that Luffy needs to hear sometimes. I think a lot of the crewmates take turns with that, but Zoro's is always
more consistent and very like appropriately stern. Like, guys, no.
He comes in like when it matters a lot. Yeah, matters of the crew.
And it's true. Like it was like an emotional moment. Like Vivi has been the honorary member, and like they have not like almost an obligation to literally go back to the ground line.
Oh yeah,
and then come back. It's like no, like we can't do that. Like we literally can't do that.
Yeah, it's interesting how these crew dynamics work because Jinbei has also been like the voice of reason.
Yeah,
but for him, it's more of like the bigger picture. Like he sees the plot, he sees political dynamics going on, and he's been the guide for Luffy in those sort of instances. Yeah, right. Whereas Zoro, when he comes in, is very rare, but when he does, it's about the strength of the crew. Of their bond and their unity. Yeah. Like that's what matters to Zoro the most. And you know, it's a very understated part of Zoro because it doesn't come up that often. But it's definitely one of his more admirable qualities, I think. That doesn't get as much attention. For sure. So I thought that was great. I love Zoro this chapter.
I do too. And like going back like to Alabasta, like what's going on with like King Koro being dead and Vivi being gone. And now that we have Sabo for sure declaring that like, hey yo, I didn't do it, and open comms and everything, not like making sure that the whole world pretty much hears. Yeah. What he's saying, I love that, and
I gotta give you 2 dubs.
2 dubs.
I'm gonna dub you with 2 dubs right now. One, you predicted that we'd be seeing Im, and we'd be seeing the world government.
For sure.
I'll take half dubbies on that one.
The world government or what?
I thought that Im would show up this chapter.
Oh, okay.
Have W's. And 2, you predicted Sabo would be on the comms. You were in disbelief that we wouldn't get any more news on Sabo.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah,
I didn't. That one I can't claim any credit for. That was all you. You know, like we got both.
You got both of them, and like let me tell you right now, we're going for sure kill them.
Oh, I mean,
it's gotta be like I'm calling it again. I'm a little too greedy now. I'm a greedy boy. That was definitely Lucchini. Oh, sorry. Lucci. Yeah, it was definitely Rob Lucci. It was definitely him who like murdered him.
We'll see. But
nah, bro.
Wait, hold up. I'm gonna claim 1 W's that I knew Sabo didn't do it. You were like, oh, I don't know. I think Sabo really did do it. Like I think that'd be really good.
No, when did I say that?
Insert flashback.
The incident is Cobra is dead.
Cobra's dead. And Sabo killed him. Supposedly. Sabo killed him.
No. I think he did. I think he did.
No.
I think he might have.
And now we're back. Because you definitely said it. You definitely said it.
I'm sweating right now, but I don't know, but okay. Shit.
But yeah, holy fucking shit.
For what?
Im obliterating a whole island.
We don't even know it was him. We don't even know it's him.
What do you mean you don't know it's him?
He could have just commanded someone to do that. It's not necessary.
Who would he have under his power that could do that?
Okay. Let's think about this. Someone who is that strong, and we've seen this kind of power in a sense, and that's Enel. And Enel's the only other person who's ever done something like this.
You hit up Enel. Hey, I need a favor.
Come
through. But no. The question is not who did this. It's what.
And now?
It's Uranus. He has one of the ancient weapons. when there's a big cloud forming, and then people say like, there's a dark shape in there.
I really thought that was honestly Dragon coming through.
No,
I thought Dragon was like, no, like not evil, like he's not gonna destroy anything, but like more like
Sabo, I don't believe you.
There's like a base boost. That's it. Just fucking destroyed. Absolutely. Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah. I refuse to believe M is that strong. You never know.
As an individual, maybe not.
But yeah, now that you say that, Uranus being part of it, yes, I could 100% believe that.
What we know about the ancient weapons.
Or maybe just a sky island with a gun on it or something. Like, that could be possible.
It could be. It could be on a sky island that he can float to wherever he needs it to and just...
Yeah. She got nuked. Okay, so what did we say? Sabo dead? I doubt it. I mean, it's a Logia. It's not a hockey.
If you look closely...
It might not be a hockey.
You can see a shadow of a bird, like an eagle, coming in. And that's Pell tanking it.
This is round two. I got this. Oh, no way.
No, I'm just kidding. There's no shadow.
Man. Yeah, at first I was like, did I miss that? I was like, no way.
No, definitely.
For Alabaster.
I mean, he's a Logia. I'm sure he got out fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if like Uranus like has like hockey-induced something?
No chance. He's Logia. He got away. Obviously, Sabo's story isn't gonna end there.
Yeah, no way. Yeah.
But that aside, that was fucking dark. An entire fucking island.
Yeah.
The population
officially kind of like a death for everyone.
They all just they died for sure.
But what I'm saying is like Oda hasn't shown something like this before.
It's fucking dark.
Yeah. For innocence like
so
that.
So many innocents just. But I mean, that's just.
So is this gonna happen to the other islands that rebelled? Or was it just because Sabo was there?
No. So I think the implication in this chapter was that Sabo just happened to be on that island, because.
So they're already pissed and they're just like, okay, guys.
No, you look at the elders and they'll say something like.
Yeah, they're saying like, something. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, this is fate.
And then it's like, this is fate. Oh, it's because they had already decided this island is gone, and so he just happened to be there. Like, oh well, two birds, one stone.
Is this what happened to Laugh-Tale?
No, Laugh-Tale still exists.
No, sorry. God's Valley.
God's Valley disappeared. Everyone forgot all about it. I mean, it's what happened to the ancient kingdom, the one from the Void Century.
Wait, which one changed kingdom?
The one that's from the Void Century, that got obliterated, that we don't know anything about. Like, we know that there was a civilization that existed before.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
The clan of D. They existed somewhere, and then they got destroyed. And man, more than just deleting something off the map, literally. It was just that. Like the control he had when he knew Sabo was gonna reveal his existence, he's like, just cut the comms,
cut the cameras, dead ass.
Basically, he's saying like, all the surveillance team, like, cut the transponder signal. Like, they don't need to hear what else Sabo's gonna say. Because he was about to say like, there's someone on the throne. Now the question is, did they cut it in time? Do some people hear something about there being someone on the throne?
Sabo is gonna probably re-say it, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. But it's definitely him.
I mean, yeah, but no one else but the 5 elders know. That's the thing. And the world government.
We're for real. Not even the Marines?
No.
Not even freaking Akuiji? Sorry,
Akainu.
Not even Akainu?
Akainu suspects, because he's been told that I remember there's a chapter somewhere where someone tells him, or he says something along the lines of, oh, that order must have come up from even higher than you guys, when he was talking to the 5 elders.
Oh, and the 5 elders were like, hey, yo, chillax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah, you're right.
And so he's pretty high up the chain, so he has to assume at this point that there's something higher than the 5 elders with the way that they're acting. And I think he probably wouldn't like that.
No, he definitely wouldn't like that.
Interesting.
I think he would be. He's for sure would feel betrayed. Akainu is the kind of dude who's gonna be like, all this work for my word to probably not mean anything. Yeah. And so Akainu is gonna be pissed. Like, Akainu is not the kind of guy I'd ever see bending the knee for someone that he believes that this is a little bit more democratic instead of just a single entity.
Yeah, but that's exactly it. The entity of the world government as they said when we had the Marijoa arc, the mini arc, it was just that, everyone, all these kings came together, they're all on a big round table and they're all equal participants and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we have this symbolic throne here because no one's allowed to sit on it. That's the glue. That's the glue of all these kingdoms, believing that they're equal parts in this. But no, like, they don't matter.
Yeah.
At all. It's just him. And that just I can't beat him. If people started leaking that rumor around, that could be bad for him. So what Sabo's talking about here is that he says a few things. One, that he didn't kill King Cobra, right?
Yeah.
And on the surface, that's like, yeah, whatever. We already knew that.
Okay.
But also, he mentions that he was in the throne room. Now, he was in the throne room when whatever went down, and King Cobra died. So, if Sabo saw him on the throne room, then King Cobra likely also saw him on the throne room. And I don't think that was an accident. I think King Cobra went looking for him. I think he knew about him's existence.
You think so? I'm trying to, like, I absolutely agree with that. That King Cobra probably saw too much, or maybe, like,
he knew too much. Because remember,
he's very problematic. He's like one of the, like, good kings, and so, like.
But why? But again, it's important. Why was he a good king? Because he rejected becoming a celestial dragon. Mm-hmm. So if not him particular, but his ancestors, lineage.
Yeah.
And so the people that he is descendant from know what happened in the Void Century, and they rejected their rightful inheritance, basically, as celestial dragons. They decided, what's going on is too fucked up. We're not going to be a part of it. So they probably fucking knew about him. Mm-hmm. And they've probably been passing this information down.
And it probably might have been diluted. And then King Cobra was like, I want to see for myself.
Like, he knew he was going to die soon. So he's like, no balls.
No balls?
And he just went in.
Lucci just like... so what I'm imagining now, what you're saying is like...
confronted
him, Cobra, and then Sabo maybe over here, and then probably Lucci killing Cobra.
I don't think Lucci knows about him either.
You don't think so? I doubt it.
I'm pretty sure only the five elders know.
Lucci's too loyal and too strong to like he's like one of those people, like one of those dogs that you could just like take all the way to the top.
He's not loyal to the government. He's just loyal to anyone that'll let him kill. So maybe, just the last thing about him that I wanted to touch on was that way back when we first saw him, and that five elders like, okay, who is the next light that needs to be extinguished? Mm-hmm. Showing Blackbeard, Luffy, and Vivi. Him left with Vivi's picture in hand.
So Vivi is definitely somewhere else.
A descendant. I don't know if Cobra ever hinted at her about the secret of him. So could be that she knows.
Maybe.
And that's why she got banished by, I still believe Kuma did it.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see Kuma sending her, maybe even back to Alabasta. That would be dangerous, but like still.
No, I don't think so. But either way, Vivi got sent away, Sabo got sent away, and the other person that was there to see Kuma, Jewelry Bonnie. We saw where she ended up.
But why would she be there? I thought Kuma's kind of fucked up right now. Never mind. He's kind of fucked in the head. So like he wouldn't send them exactly probably where he wants them to go.
Either way, Zoro repaying the favor after Jewelry Bonnie saved him in Sabaody. Zoro returns the favor, cuts her out of that.
Yeah.
And she's safe. And I am very excited. I've been ever since we saw Jewelry Bonnie that was captured by Blackbeard. Yeah. I've been very, very curious about where her story is going to intersect in here.
Yeah. She's one of the two characters. For sure. It's the Sky Island dude. Really decked out dude.
Uroge. I honestly, I feel like it's kind of boring. I don't care.
I just want to see what he's about. I want to see what he's about.
His only good connection is that he's from a Sky Island.
Yeah.
And, if this chapter demonstrated again that Skypiea was a super important arc that has foreshadowed a lot of what's going on here. I mean, what we saw happen right now was basically what Enel wanted to do to Sky Island.
Yeah, and Enel, that's why I brought up Enel. Like this guy, like it's the only thing that's similar to it. His
the
dream.
last thing, Luffy's dream. What is Luffy's dream? You know, when he said it, everyone's reaction. Everyone had their unique reaction. Even the Sunny had a reaction to it.
Yeah, even Sunny had like, what was it? Question marks?
A question, exclamation mark. And it's been characterized as a very childish dream because Chopper's reaction to this is starry-eyed, and he's the child of the crew. He's like, "Wow, that's so cool, Luffy! What an amazing dream!" Like he's a little kid because it's a dream that appeals to a childish nature. And then Nami says, "Oh, that's so like you, Luffy."
Yeah, and like
it's childish in nature.
I don't know. And also with Sanji, like having like, because his dreams also to be like the
all blue,
and like it's also one of those kiddie kind of like, because like the all blue doesn't exist.
So Sanji would understand this dream.
Yeah.
So I have to think that it's something about bringing people together, like having the power to do that, the influence.
Have you given everyone meat? Like it's got like
feeding everyone, maybe throwing a big feast for everyone. I just don't know.
Having the whole entire pirate go under him, be his underling. That's crazy.
No. Luffy, like when all those other pirates were pledging their allegiance to Luffy, he didn't like that. He didn't want people under him.
Okay. That's a good catch.
He wants to be Pirate King because it's the freest a person can be. And so what can you do with all the freedom in the world? Because freedom itself is not what he's after, or Pirate King itself is not what he's after. He wants the freedom that comes with that so that he can achieve his goal. So being free,
probably just travel the world. I don't know.
Freeing everyone, I don't know. This is gonna be one of One Piece's greatest mysteries for a while, and I'm sure we're all gonna be keeping a keen eye out. But I think that's it. We don't have anything else.
Yeah, chapter 1060, bro. This shit was good.
Chapter 1060. Fucking let's keep going with this One Piece.
Yeah, there's bops. There's been going bops.